Alrighty, Lumberjacks, welcome back to another Logging from Scratch episode. Last time we were playing, we were just cutting our way up the hill with the 909 there. And this one, I think we're going to come back, we're going to start plowing out. I've put the the dozer blade onto the skidder, and I know it's not really built for this. It actually works quite well. It gives you a little bit of a wider plow range, too, when you're cutting a road, so you don't have to do two trips to kind of make up the difference. So I see they've dropped off the Tiger Cat 880 overnight there. So this will be the guy that we'll have to haul up there with the low bed to recover that helicopter body when we do get there. So they just kind of dropped it off here with this fancy looking grapple on here. So that'll be a fun little project. But anyway, we're just gonna hop right to it. We do have a lot of work to do still. So I think we're gonna start our plow road right about, I think about here would be good. So now we need to turn this on. Probably raise that up just a little bit there so we're not dragging. And yeah, that should give us a nice heavy cut road, especially like a wide cut road, which is actually really nice too. There we go. I said that way we can kind of punch our way through. And like I said, with having that wider blade, we don't have to do multiple passes. We can just do one good, clean shot, and that'll give us a nice road for it, which is kind of what you want. I mean, that low bed's not going to take up that much space when we're dragging it. This road's probably cut wider than it needs to be, even for that low bed, but it is good to have that swinging space, especially on any kind of angles and corners that you do. You just never know sometimes when you're gonna need to make that tight turn. But digging up this road's nice too, because it's winter, so we can get some more dry kind of packed stuff. So when we're plowing our way up the hill there, it won't be quite as bad. So let's punch right through here. And like I said, because I've left this row of logs in our previous episode, it's going to be really easy to tell which direction to go. Because sometimes you get to these open areas and it looks like, oh, this is where I cut, I think. But if you go and skid out all the wood before you cut the road, then sometimes it's confusing you. You end up cutting a road into the wrong direction. But as long as I have all these butts sticking out from the downed trees, I'll always know exactly what direction I'm supposed to be heading in here. There we go. And like I said, when you get to these kind of tighter turns, when you're hauling a big long trailer, you need that space to make that turn, so it's good to have it. So what we're going to do is we're going to plow right up to our feller buncher there. And then we'll probably hop in and keep cutting because we have a lot of felling to do before we can get this road complete. So we'll probably just pound it out and get her done. I really want to take out this bush, so we're going to get that. Nice. Yeah, this will be an excellent road. Like I said, once we get up top, it's going to get a little sketchier. We have to pick our paths a little more wisely than just kind of cutting through. So we'll have to probably slow down a little bit, get out once in a while, and take a walk around and see where we're actually heading. That's the different part about making roads as opposed to just clear cutting. Clear cutting is easy. You just cut everything from point A to point B, no problem. But when you're cutting roads, especially roads you haven't been on, you got to kind of figure out the best height of the terrain and which way to go and where's the least amount of bumps and areas that you'll get things hung up on. All important factors. I should be able to punch through these bumps okay. Oh yeah, there we go, we're good. I was kind of wondering if I was going to hit an issue there, but I think we're golden. So let's go about to here, and then we'll call off our blade here. We're just going to leave that guy parked there. And yeah, it should be an interesting little path. Oh, that's actually kind of a cool picture. I love these pictures that sometimes you can get. So I'll just put light. No light. All right, perfect. So let's hop in our feller buncher here, and I think what we're gonna do is cut up straight a little more, and then take a dive up this little alley. I'm just kind of trying to pick a good path here. We kind of go over this bump and then it levels out sort of decently. As we walk, we'll take a look at it as we go here. But like I said, path of least resistance. That's the goal here. Like I said, you got these little kind of bumpy bumps here, but I think we'll wipe out this whole section in here, and then we should be all good to go. All right, back at our favorite toy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna punch our way up here. And I think I can get 2 of these with this guy. Yes, we can. It's a big feller head, so should be golden. And we're gonna smoke out this guy here. And let's get this one as well. Leave behind our trail of fallen trees here. That's just a OCD buncher thing. I have to keep those straight. Even though we're not skidding them, it's just, you know what, good practice. Always good practice to keep everything nice and even. I'm not even going to use the bottom claws on these big ones. Don't need them. Don't need them at all. Probably don't even need them for that one. I mean, those ones will probably skip out a little bit more, but... Okay. So that's looking okay. We got a little bit of a bump here. And then I think we can probably head up that little area. Maybe what we'll do is we'll round this corner out. That's what I'm thinking. So let's throw that over there. Yeah, and then maybe what we'll do is we'll round this corner. So kind of get up on this little edge. And then we'll plow this guy out right here. Kill these. See if I can get 2 with that. Oh, I can't really see there, but... Oh yeah, we're good. And just get those kind of out of our way. Okay, I have to get out and take a look here again. So should we go straight up the hill? I think so. Yep, straight up and then just keep going. That's kind of the goal here. So we'll take out these and then just keep walking up that hill. Yeah, it should be perfect. It's all working out. Sort of. That's what I always say right before something goes horribly wrong. It's all perfect, and it's all broken. So we'll get this one, that one. There we go. Like I said, it's going to be nice once we get this done so we can go back to some warmer climates, but still got lots of things we got to do on Legion Hills there. Let's see, can we get 2 of these? Ooh, I think we might be getting... Well, we can, it's just got to be a lot more careful with these ones. Yeah, there's still, like I said, lots of stuff for us to do on Legion. Lots of little contracts and things coming up, but I couldn't say no to 75,000 to come up here. I mean, this is a pretty good deal. 75 grand, go do a little project. The recovery might be a little bit more work than we think, but we're gonna try and see what happens. We'll give it a shot. That's all we can do. The tricky part will be trying to figure out how to load that thing on there. Not sure what the plan for the recovery is. I don't know if they're going to put it in a museum or if it's like somebody wants the body, or I don't know. Nobody told me. They just said, get up here, cut a trail, bring that thing down. It seems like a pretty expensive project just to recover an old busted helicopter body, but must have some significance to somebody somewhere. There we go. Yeah, now it's all nice and flat here. This will be good. So we get kind of a little bit of a break. And we're just going to put that with those, I guess. I'm just going to keep going right up this hill, I think. Let's take this guy out. And I'm just going to kerplunk-skis that one over there. And this one just feels wrong, so I'm going to get rid of that one too. It's funny, you just kind of get a feel for what's feels like it's in the way and what isn't. Yeah, beautiful. BEA, beautiful. And I guess, yeah, okay, so let's just start snipping up the road here. I'm gonna get that one just because it's kind of in the way. It's not really in the way, but it just feels like it's in the way, and that's enough for me. Oops. Easy peasy there. Let's get that one too, just because it's standing. Oh, whatever. Doesn't matter. We're probably never going to come near contact with that one anyway. Get that guy. We're going to sneak right up top here. Yeah, it's definitely a different kind of terrain to bunch in. The one thing about snow, it's nice. Everything's really flat, so you can kind of see a little bit better your path. Sometimes once you get into those heavy forests with lots of bush and stuff, it's really hard to determine the best path because you can't really see what's ahead of you. But in this stuff, you can definitely see a lot better. Oops. Double grab. I just hate when it gets hung up on those trees. And then I guess we're just going to go straight up here. I think here, let's hop out real quick. Take a little meander. I think this is alright. This is actually probably the best spot we could have come up. It's nice and flat. But then what happens on top is where it gets interesting. So we need to go over this ridge somehow. I guess down this edge will be here and then up into there, I think is probably the best shot. I mean, it doesn't really matter what you do, it's gonna be a bit of an adventure. But yeah, let's just keep going straight up here because this is already kind of cut out too for us, so just naturally didn't grow the trees here. There we go. There we go. Grab this one. Create ourselves a widowmaker if we're not careful there. And I want to get this one. Be gone, demon. And actually, I'm going to throw this one in that same spot, I think. There we go. And like I said, it was kind of... The way it's grown up here, it's kind of naturally cut out for us to come right up this hill, so we'll take advantage of this. We'll smoke out probably those two trees. It's nice when you hit these areas where it's just kind of... it's kind of quiet. There's not a lot going on, not a lot of trees. You can just kind of plow through. We got a nice little runway happening back there, so that's good. So let's get rid of this one, because I don't like the look of you. Oops, and drop that over there somewhere. That one's probably fine. More than enough way to go here. Now this is where we need to make our decision on which direction we're going to go. So I think we'll come whipping up through here. I'm going to leave that tree, that's fine. It's not going to hurt nothing there. I'm actually going to leave both those trees. Because we can slip through the middle here, no problem. Let's get our buncher head out of the way so I can see where we're going here. Okay, so decision time. We don't really want to go directly off this cliff, I don't think, because that's a bit of a drop. So I think we need to turn left just a teeny bit. And then turn, you know, turn left, and I bet we can scoop down here and then turn left again. So let's do that. Like I said, it's all about decisions. Figure out what'll work best for you. The tricky part will be remembering when I get to the time to plow here. I'll be remembering exactly the direction I'm supposed to go, which is why it's good to leave these little bits of trees kind of close to the angle you want to cut your road. So then you always know you're within your cut range. So let's keep going down here. And like I said, this is already kind of naturally grown and cut out for us, so let's follow the natural groove of things. So yeah, then we'll just whip right down here. It's a little bit of an angle, but nothing too bad. Let's bring our head in nice and close so everything's nice and tight. And I think we'll scoop right through this natural little valley here. Might be a heck of an adventure bringing that helicopter out of here. Even bringing that loader up might be a bit of an adventure. I'm not gonna lie, I'm slightly concerned. Okay, so let's, now that we've traversed that well, let's do a quick spotting here. Best place to bring a low bed back up the hill. This is pretty sketchy in here. I wonder, no, we don't want to go this way. I see these little bumps and grooves, that's no good. We'll have to go up a straight part, so we'll probably come down through here and then take this hill straight up. And then we'll just have to form our own little path. Like I said, this is where the brush gets really thick, so it's going to be a lot more work. But I mean, we can bring a low bed straight up here, even with that angle, it'll be fine. Buncherman thoughts, eh? So yeah, we'll kind of cut down here and then naturally follow this groove, because this hill actually feels pretty good. And I mean, the truck's got suspension. It's going to bend and wiggle a little bit, so that's okay. It's not going to hurt anything. The problem that we run into is if there's full divots in the ground, like, you know, big sticking out chunks, or steps, like you have the hill kind of conforms into steps, then it can be a little bit sketchy. Especially when you're dragging a heavy piece of equipment. Whether it be the loader we're bringing up or the chopper we're bringing down, it's not going to be a good mission. So let's put this over here. So we know that's kind of our starting point. I'm actually going to smoke this guy out of here too, so I can see the turn on that angle. And then we're going to just keep going up here. And like I said, this is fully traversable with that little bit. I can definitely get up here. I know I can. Now where it starts to get a little funky is these divots. So you get like a big spacey divot like this, where it's like a hill, like a step. Then it gets a little ugly. So we got to be careful with our choices. So I think what we'll probably do is scoop. Instead of going up that divot, we'll turn left. Kind of go down and then right, I guess. Yeah, let's try that. A lot of planning. You got to plan out every little step. So instead of worrying about that, we're just going to do a hard turn. Actually, what I'm going to do, just so I don't confuse myself, is I'm going to cut this tree out and I'm going to lay it down right here, so that we know not to go that way when we're plowing. So we're going to turn. I'm going to take out those two trees and lay them over there so we know not to go down there. There we go. So let's put these right in here because we don't want to go this way. That's like a little barrier for me to know, do not go that direction. It's bad town. Population us. Let's throw this one right here. So then we know, with the natural form of things, we're going to want to turn right. And I think that puts us pretty much right on track map-wise. Oh, just a sec here. Let's take a look at our map. So we're up here. So like I said, we need to go all the way to here, then all the way to here, and then we got to try to kind of mingle our way up the mountain. That'll be a whole nother world to figure out what the best method is there. So this is feeling pretty good in here. I think I'm just going to keep cutting through. And we're kind of, like I said, we're kind of right in line with where we need to be, so this is working out. So let's clear this little patch here. And let's get this one. Oops. Oh, just caught that one. That was close. Just kind of build ourselves a little nest here. And let's grab this other one here too. And we'll plunk those right in the middle of it. Alright, so this is actually nice and clear here. Let's get that little stump out of there. Yeah. And then we're just going to trek up through here, I guess. Let's hop out again. So yeah, that'll actually work out good. It's not the best spot in the world. Like, I mean, you probably want to bring a grader through here and actually clean it up a bit. But for what we're doing, I think it'll be just fine. So now, decision time again. Which direction do we want to go? Probably staying up top is the best call. Because I'm not really sure how far we got to go here. Because that valley's got a lot of trees in her. I think sticking around this edge will probably be the best call. It's got a little bit of bumps and grooves in it, but I think if we stick right to this flat top, we might have to drop a lot of trees up here, but at least that ensures that we're in good shape. So let's take out all this section over here so that our low bed can come whipping up through here. I'm going to leave that tree because that don't matter, but this one's got to go. There we go. I'm actually going to put that on that side so we know that that's the corner. Dook. And we'll wipe out that stump because that will hurt our blade. We don't want that. And then as the low bed comes whipping up the hill, you should know that this is the direction to go. Whoops, I kind of screwed that up. So what happens when you reach too far. Okay, let's get rid of that little stump there. So then our low bed hits up here. Kind of traverses a little bit. Oh, I should wipe this tree out. Because this one's a bit of a troublemaker. This is going to be one heck of an adventure once we get up here. So we can punch this out. And then, like I said, I think if we stay along the top. So like I said, this is going to be a lot of trees that we're going to have to drop in here. But I think if we stay along the top, we'll be golden. So let's punch that one out. I guess we probably got to start heading back to our truck here, too. After, like I said, we brought that skidder out there. I'm going to run all the way back and get that truck so that we can get up here quicker. Or at least we have less distance to cover. And I'm just going to kind of keep dropping these right about here. Yeah, and this will actually be a nice little space here to bring that low bed through. And it's flat, right? So we're keeping to the edge of the cliff, and it works out quite good. Some heavier trees. Little bits and pieces here. I just want to move them because they kind of look like stumps, which they are not. That one might be a stump, actually. There you go. And then, yeah, like I said, our low bed can stay right up top here. Let's get rid of that guy. Oh, yeah, go that way. We'll scoop that one. I'm actually going to go for this big one here, too. See how that goes. Drop those in there. Nice. Perfect. Then we can work right up to this corner, and then we'll continue down that way. This will turn into quite the mission. I wonder it was 75 grand. Bet nobody else wanted to do this. Okay, so let's park this big beast right here. Beautiful. Get another pretty winter picture. I have to kind of, like I said, do an offset kind of shot here. There we go. All right, so now we get to traverse our road, which is good because, like I said, I know it's probably boring because you know running over our stuff that we were just at, but I really do like to walk back through, just to kind of feel the road as you go, right? Where the grooves will be, where the drops will be. Here's a little sketch because it's a little bit angled, but I think it shouldn't be an issue. And once you pull your truck really far to this angle, I think you'll be able to send her right down this hill. This little bump's got me a little bit concerned because it's kind of steep, but that's okay. And then we'll whip around, come up this way. Yeah, I think that'll be pretty good. I just got to remember what direction I'm heading. That's the important part. Just like life, you got to know where you're going, right? Or at least have an idea. And then I scoop down through these trees. You see what I mean, though, how it can get confusing once you get these kind of open, patchy areas after you've cut. If you don't have, like, a wall to tell you kind of which way you're plowing, sometimes it gets really confusing trying to figure out where you were and where you've been. Becomes a bit of an adventure. So let's see here. We can go all the way down here, and then we're going to scoop out. And I was gonna hop in the skidder and drive it back, but I'm like, oh man, that's a long way to go. That's awesome. So we can skid our way up there. That'll be perfect. Plow all this out. This is like these steps. This is what that problem is. You get these kind of like the low bed does not like those steps. So, but unfortunately, it's not perfect everywhere you go. So you gotta kind of make your decisions and pick your battles. And then if it's that bad, you know, you can work it out. But I think we'll be okay. This should be a very interesting adventure getting to the top of that bugger. Because like I said, that's kind of we're basically going all the way around, and we have to cross that little connecting bridge to the mountain. And then the mountain kind of spirals back up to the top. So that'll be, it's going to be a lot of cutting and a lot of decision making and planning to try to pick the best route up there. And then once we get to the actual chopper, we got to load that sucker up and try to get it back here too. I haven't quite decided how we're going to get that out of there. That'll be the real tricky part. I guess we'll just have to load it on one of the low beds and call it good. But this should be the last time I have to run all the way back to camp here, because we're definitely going to bring our truck with us next time. It's just when you have multiple machines and only one guy, it's, you know, there's a lot of trekking back and forth. And I don't have anybody who can come pick me up. We're all on our own out here. Yeah, and then once we really get rolling, we'll have to figure out how that low bed's going to treat this guy bringing it up there. Whew, that's going to be a whole other adventure. But we made it back to camp safe. Didn't die of frostbite, so that's good. Luckily, we'll get the warmth of our truck when we head up there next time, because all of our equipment's pretty well up there. So yeah, I'm going to end it here. If you guys liked the episode, leave a like, leave a comment. Do not forget to subscribe, and if you're in the bush, don't forget to hug a tree. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.